Bring in the head football coach of the Guthrie Blue Jays, Coach Kelly Beeby, as we bring you our Generations Church on-field interview with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beeby.
Guys, I'm here with my good friend, Coach Head Kelly Beeby, and he is a coach 24/7. We're getting ready to start the interview. He's looking at the field, and he goes, "Dadgummit, this field is torn up."
Well, don't remind him that the youth is playing here tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I won't bring up that. But you know, great performance. I know you wanted to shut out. Obviously, we're all up here wanting to shut out. But first of all, before we talk defense, talk about the offensive side of the ball. Kids came out, first two drives looked like just world beaters. Yeah, things settled in. Of course, Duncan made some adjustments and stuff. But just talk about the offensive side of the ball first, Kelly.
Well, started up front, with the big boys up front. And Coach Sanders done a good job installing a blocking scheme that they really understand and lets them play fast and not think too much. And then, I think Josh had over 200 yards. And then, if you overload the quarterback, Hammonds is going to hurt you. And then we had some clutch throws and catches, to keep drives going. And that's when you can throw it when you want to. That's one of the things we set out in January, is to be able to throw and catch the ball when we wanted to, not when we had to. It keeps us out of those 9- and 10-man box situations. And now we have opportunities to run it. But overall, I thought Coach Rice and his guys did a great job tonight. And taking that opening drive down and shutting them in, putting it in the end zone, set the tone, come right back and get another one. I thought we were fixing to make it 21. Yeah. The fumble kind of shifted momentum and got them ignited a little bit. But very proud of the guys on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you're seeing these linemen. We keep talking about the big boys up front, and some of these kids have really grown up since last year. A lot of hard work, a lot of just hard work. But, we talked about number 68. We got a lot of kids out there that are just doing a fabulous job up front.
Oh, absolutely. Blake in there is really hard to move, and he can handle a zero nose, which allows the rest of our guys, to get doubles where they can and drive block and create those gaps and seams. Of course, Davon's athletic. Jared Dean's playing lights out, Mason. Those guys have really improved. And, Coach Sanders spends a lot of time with them on that scheme. They watch, they eat lunch together and watch film every day, and watch practice film and game film, getting preparation, and it's paying off.
Special teams came around. I thought special teams had a good night. Everything from our 3-week kicker getting his first field goal of his career at homecoming, and it wasn't a give me. In bad conditions. Yeah, right. 30.
Wet field. I forgot to mention our blocking downfield. Tyron and Caden, some of these guys on the perimeter blocking downfield, made some of those average runs, long runs. But no, special teams tonight, I think we blocked a field goal, blocked an extra point. Our kicking game, as far as kicking it where we wanted to and making those guys have to catch that high pooch and beat on the coverage right there. We punted the ball extremely well again. All those things. Coach Young is taking over that special teams. Coach Hayes and Coach Gordon help him. And, the guys are, really bought into the fact of how important special teams are in the overall scheme of things. Coach Michelle always said it's a three-phase game. And, it is.
And you get on the defensive side of the ball, Coach, and one of the kids that stood up tonight wasn't one of the starters. You had some great effort there, and you can talk about that. But Sealander came in and gave you some great snaps up on the D-line, did a great job.
Gavin played quite a bit for us a year ago and then got dinged, and we lost him for a while. But he really had a great weight room. And at that nose guard spot, he's hard to move. He's got a good first step. He's a wrestler, so his feet and hands are good. But Zach and Wiggins, and we were at the services of Chris Saputis tonight. Cole Madison played huge in there. And then our two pups on the end, the sophomores, they continue to get better, Herzl and Walters. And then I thought my linebackers had a good night.
Great night.
Light kind of came on for them a little bit, and they played off blocks good, and they fit inside of each other well, as opposed to getting over the top, the flow side and some of those technical things. And then, our back end, I think Rob said we'd given up 34 yards passing at the halftime. They had the one passer in the second half. I can't believe the kid caught it between his knees.
Yeah, he caught it with his knees.
Caught it between his knees, and I thought he was out of bounds. But, obviously wanted to shut out. Duncan wanted to score. They're a good program. He had a couple kids out tonight. He was missing a linebacker and an offensive guard. But I still think we come out with a pretty dominant win. I thought our conditioning was better. I thought our kids were more physical. And I thought in all three phases of the game that we were better than them tonight, at least.
No doubt, conditioning. I think we've been better every week. The first 3 weeks. got the bye week this week. That's always good. If anybody is nicked up, you can get them healed up, and then got to get ready for Piedmont.
We got a couple of dings, we sure do, and this is going to be, we're going to work all week, but we're going to be smart about how we do it, and we're going to be fresh. And then, of course, we got the home district opener with Piedmont. It's an awful good ball club. That's something that we're fortunate to have an extra week to prepare for the flex bone because it's extremely difficult in a 3-day practice week, to prepare for. So we're fortunate there. Again, we got to be able to run the ball and possess the ball to keep our defense off the field with our mature offensive line and senior quarterback.
Coach, great win on homecoming. A lot of distractions this week. Everybody handled it well, and now we can get ready to get healed up and get ready to go.
What a great crowd. I mean, student section, fans, alumni, the band. I mean, when they start cooking those burgers and we got a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter, it don't get much better than that, Rock.
It don't get much better. Coach, great job, great win. 3-0. That's an awesome sound.
Feels good. Appreciate you guys.
Guys, Head Coach Kelly Beeby.
Appreciate that. Down on the field with Head Coach Kelly Beeby, brought to you by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. Josh and the crew out there do a great job. 2524 West Noble Avenue, and also proud sponsors of the Hot 93.7 FM radio show, High School Huddle, each Wednesday night from 6 to 7 o'clock.